What's up YouTube, Brownie here, coming to you with another video, and today we're going to hop in and do some fights against the Void Boss. This is going to be Void Boss 3, starting at difficulty 7, and going to move up to difficulty 8, hopefully. So yeah, I'll show you guys the team that I'm running at the moment, and that is obviously my Mockman team. It's Mockman, DGN, Elena, Ilamac, Queen, and then Freya. I'm thinking about giving Freya Destiny upgrades just so she can survive better. That's probably going to have to happen, and then I'll remove those resources so I can get my next temple upgrade, which will be so soon. I just need Queen to, I just need some more Spirit Vein for Queen, and then we can temple upgrade and get a little bit more power, so that'll be cool. But anyway, back to how I'm running this setup. So Mockman, you're going to want to run him with attribute reduction because he will have a lot of trouble doing damage if you don't. And I also run DGN because her passive or her basic has a chance to remove attribute reduction effects. So she could help him remove whichever one he doesn't remove. And that's just a huge bonus. Plus, she's also giving him a shield with every basic she does, and that's the reason I'm starting her out round 1 with a basic attack, because I'm running energy feed on everyone else, and that means I made DGN go first, speed-wise, and she's running Lucky Cat to hopefully, give the team extra defense and offensive stats that can't hurt. So, anyway, she will go first, providing Mockman a huge shield, and then also hopefully removing an attribute reduction effect. And then Elena and Queen will go, and they will energy feed Mockman, giving him an active, which hopefully Omen rifts the boss. And then Ilamac and Freya will go, providing more energy for Mockman. And then the key is to get Mockman like 3 actives before round 4. I guess you could have up to round 5, but you need some good RNG for him to not switch stances by then. So yeah, this is basically how I'm running him. The imprints are skill damage, crit, and holy damage, and the stone is a holy damage, skill damage stone. I'm thinking about going with a crit stone because the boss has crit reduction, and if Mockman goes below 50% crit, I lose Hunter's Focus damage, so it's not a good thing for me. Anyway, that's the team and the concept behind it, and let's go ahead and check out the fights. Alright, so let's hop in and take a look at our first fight here. This is difficulty 7, so a little bit. This is where it seems to get really hard, actually. This is where I had to actually rethink my team and really put some thought into what I'm doing. And yeah, you'll see the results here. So anyway, we're going to see DGN hopefully provide Mockman with some attribute reduction and for this first active, and hopefully a big shield. Now she's already in Unbending Will along with Queen, and that can be bad if any of the supports get picked on a lot early on by the minions and stuff. It can be really detrimental to the fight. So you're hoping that the damage that you take gets spread out between everybody evenly. But as you can see, DGN gave Mockman his shield. I'm not sure if she removed the attribute reduction, but anyway, we had a basic in round 2, so we're going to get an active in round 3 here. We got the boss Omen rifted, so that's a huge plus. That's one of the main RNG things with this fight, is if you don't Omen rift the boss right away, you can really be screwed. But here's our first big active. Woo, that was a really big one. Anyway, yeah, and we didn't switch stances, so hopefully we get the energy feed we need for the third active, which Elena should provide us that energy, and Queen too. Yeah, there we go. Alright, sweet. And I forgot to mention, we're running the Bleed Pet because it provides us with some armor break that I'm actually missing, And yeah, that way I don't have to run an armor break imprint, and because that would just be a waste. Because it would give me like way over 100% armor break, and I don't want that. So yeah. Now this attempt, I switched Mockman to dot removal just for extra survivability, and just to test things and see what would happen. So he's not going to be removing these attribute reduction effects, and we'll really get to see what how that affects him. So I don't think DGN even removed the attribute reduction, so we were really, really weak there with that active, and we didn't Omen Rift the boss, so that's not good at all. We lost Freya, and that's probably going to be an issue. So I think I might need to Destiny upgrade her for a little bit. Now we're going to get a round 3 active, and we got the pet buff out there. So he should be able to do decent damage against these minions, but he does have these debuffs on him, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see here. DGN keeping our shield healthy. And look, we didn't crit. Okay, we crit one time. Out of all those hits, one of those guys got a crit on them, and they barely took any damage. That's why you need to run attribute reduction effect. Yeah, or else you're just not gonna do damage. You would have to high roll, not getting your damage dealer not getting hit by like anything ever for it to do damage. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, at least Mockman needs to run attribute reduction effect, or else it doesn't look like he's gonna do any damage whatsoever. And there's the round 6 huge hit from the boss that kills you pretty much no matter what you do. And yeah, so this attempt we switched back to attribute reduction effect, and yeah, we'll see how much better this is, and it'll hopefully tell us whether this setup with the energy feed and stuff is even going to be viable going forward. I don't know if we can do it. We might have to go tankier. So let's just see what happens. I don't think we will need to, because he survived till round 6, and so did DGN, and Elena was in there for a little while too. So there's enough time to do the energy feed and hopefully get the 3 actives that we need, or possibly high roll 2 huge actives. And there we missed the boss with the Omen Rift, so that's not good. The round 1 active is always kind of weak, and we lost Queen there, so that's another crappy thing to happen. There goes Freya. So yeah, that I'm gonna really have to put some effort into keeping them alive. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but here we got a big active. It looks like, yeah. Okay, so there's some big damage, and that was our 2nd active. So if we could get the energy feed to get Mockman his 3rd active here, he'd possibly kill the boss, and we would win this fight. So we're gonna have to definitely, I guess, maybe try to fine-tune this setup a little more so that we can keep Queen and Freya alive. And that's probably going to mean Destiny upgrading Freya, which, if we got her to Surge, it'd provide a little bit more crit chance for Mockman, so that's good. But yeah, there's some stuff we can do to hopefully make this work, and yeah, I hopefully can get all these difficulties done. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be about it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.